Hello, this is Yo Sensei. In today's tutorial, you will learn the workflow of creating rendered images using Rhino and Twinmotion. It goes like preparing Rhino file, exporting the file as FBX, basic navigation in Twinmotion, applying material, construct context, and exporting as image. Okay, let's get started. So first, please open up the file that is linked in the description section of this video, the tinyhouse.3dm. So this is a Rhino file. So let's go and take a look at this house. So it's a pretty simple house that there is a door, windows, corner windows, and such. And inside of it, there's the stairs and then this kind of mezzanine level. So that's this is a basic of the video. Everything is in the default layer right now. So the first thing that you want to do is, if you have a bunch of unnecessary items in this file, hide them, put them into a layer, unused or something, or just delete or hide or something like that. One useful command is cell curve command, which is going to let you select all of the curves in your file. So that's useful. Then you can just hide. Another one is cell dim. So cell dim command is going to let you select all of the dimensions, and I'm going to hide it as well. Okay. So the way the file transfer is going to work from Rhino to Twinmotion is you need to separate objects by layers. So what you need to do is, for example, for glass, you can create a new layer called glasses, and then assign material this one, the square is the object color. Okay, so the layer color, and then next one is the material. So this is the white circle that you can set materials to. Then you can set it to like glass, and then add a slight light of blue into it, and then take these objects and right click and put them, change object layer. So that's the basics of it, but if you keep doing it, it's going to take a lot of time. So I also gave you a materials template file. So what you need to do is go into file and import and materials template, Rhino to Twinmotion materials template, this one. So what this one is going to give you is different types of materials with all preset, sample materials in it. So what you can do is click on this space and right click and change object layer. And maybe this one is a wood flooring, so you can go into wood flooring, change object layer, and these can be I don't know, metal stairs. So you can select these objects and change it to metal, aluminum. Okay, and so another thing that is going to be a little bit tricky is that typically the material of your exterior wall and interior wall are different. So in this case, I want to create some kind of like sheet metal on the outside, but I want the inside to be just plaster wall. So what you need to do is you can explode this wall and then only select the interior wall and change it to wall interior. And then for the rest of the exterior, and it gets a little bit tricky with you not being able to select anything other than what's being shown, but I think we're gonna have to figure that out. So in this case, I think we are going to put the wall into, I guess, plastic gray matte. Okay. And for the ceiling, I also want to get the inside of the ceiling to outside to be separated. So what I'm going to do is take this roof and the type split by this surface. So now we can take inside of it and then make it a wall interior, and then everything else of the ceiling or roof to be plastic black matte or something. So all you need, we can decide on the materials later, but this is what you need to do. So I'm going to select the windows and into glass, and then window frames. I like the black window frames, so I'm going to select all of the window frames from different places, window and door frames, into metal black frame. So the easier way to see is to just turn off materials layer, and then you will see whatever is left is undecided. So this is a cool methodology to do. Second level, I want the floor to be wood flooring, but the rest of it to be white. White interior wall, and then this one is interior wall, and these are the lines that were generated. Oh, this one, these are the doors, and I don't know, gray shiny, we will figure that out. So these are the lines that are on the way it was split. So I'm just going to make them neutral, like wall interior. Okay, so now everything has all the materials set up, and if you change it to render view in Rhino, you can kind of see it this way. Okay, so now we will export this into Twinmotion. So what you need to do is select everything and go to File, Export Selected, and then call Tiny House, and go ahead and select Motion Builder FBX, and just default is fine, mesh is only. So what it's going to do is it's going to convert it to mesh, and so for that matter, it depends on how complex your model is, but in this case it's a pretty simple one, so I'm gonna go with pure polygons. So now the file is saved. Okay. So that concludes the Rhino. Okay, so let's get into Twinmotion. So open up Twinmotion and try to use the latest version of this software. Right now, this version is 2021.1.4. So the first thing that you can do is just click on the import button and open the file that we just created. So this is it. So you can just open it up. And then in the options, one thing that you need to do is collapse by material is fine. Click on fix UV's texture, and then up axis should be auto. Okay, so this part needs to be always auto. Any conversion auto is fine. Okay, so it's kind of hard to find it. So the first thing that you can do is to click on this little triangle on the right hand side. And find your tiny house model from the outliner. Click on one of the layers and press F on your keyboard. So that's going to let you find, it's like a ZSA in Rhino. So let's talk about the interface of Twinmotion. So what you can do is the right mouse is going to let you look around in this view. And then if you have played video games, it's a WASD key. So on using your left hand, you can put your fingers to move to the left as A, to the right as D, S is back, W is forward, and Q and E are up and down. So, you will kind of get used to it as you keep using it. So this would be, learning this would be nice. However, another thing that is useful is that if you click on this part, this gear mark, and then change the setting to Rhino, you can also use the Rhino style, navigation as well, which may be useful for you. But eventually learning how to use this interface is going to let you move around a lot quicker. So the next thing that I would like to do is there is one is a walking speed. Push 2 on your keyboard and it moves like a bike speed. And then 3 is car speed, I think. And then 4 is a lot faster. So, you can really change the speed. Okay. So when you're working on the exterior, I think 2 is a good setting. And when you're inside, 1 is a good setting. Okay. So now what we're going to do is click on this left side triangle. And there are some materials. So we can click on glass and then drag and drop a clear glass. Nice. And on the exterior, on the ground, I can go ahead and select concrete and find a really cool, concrete, maybe something like that. So right now, when you drag and drop this concrete, the mapping gets a little bit off. So this is texture mapping. So when that happens, you can just click on cubic UVs and then drag it, and then drag and drop again to set up materials, and you can change the scale of the material and reflection and all of that. So that's pretty cool. On the window frame, we are going to go and select materials and select metal, and I think I can do like brushed aluminum, but change the color to be pretty dark. So it's kind of like shiny aluminum. On the exterior, I would like to come up with like some kind of like cool corrugated metal. That's cool. Okay, so let's go inside, and then for the floor, we can go and find material that is wood and wood floor. Cool. So there are a bunch of like different wood floors that you can find. So whatever you want to do. Okay. And this stair, I don't know, maybe wood is kind of cool. So I wasn't going to apply wood, but wood stairs can be nice. And then going upstairs, also I applied the same material. So in Twinmotion, everything is grouped by the material that you have assigned inside of Rhino. So, there is no breaking of that. And another thing, I'd like to go into like, plastic, and then come up with like, matte rough plastic, and then kind of like change it into like a orange door or something. Okay, so I have the same door here. Okay, so that's the pretty cool basic stuff. Okay, so now I want to get a chimney onto this house. Okay, and I would like to build that in Rhino and re-import it. So I'm going to show you the process. So go back to Rhino, right? And then on the top view, I'm going to draw a cylinder. Or I think there is a tube option. Yeah, so tube, and then I'm going to like draw it here. So this is chimney that will go through the entire house. It's kind of weird. Maybe somewhere around here, and then adjust the size. So I guess the chimney should be. I'm just gonna tentatively put it on wood 3 layer. So if you run out of materials here, what you need to do is just create one, assign color, and assign some kind of random material that is different from other ones. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm going to select everything and then go to File, Export Selected, but save at the same exact location at same exact name. Okay, so if you do that, then you will be able to just and then replace this file. Okay, and do the same, export. And then inside of Twinmotion, what you can do is you can go into import, and then if you move your mouse over this, you can re-import. So click on this recycle button, and then when it's re-imported, we have a beautiful chimney. Yay! Cool. That is maybe a bronze chimney. Right, that's cool. So that's the basic gist of it. And a couple other things that we can do is, for example, to click on this eye mark. It's kind of annoying, so I'm just going to hide navigation panel. Click on the eye mark, and then here you can change the time of the day. Even at night. It's crazy that you can do it this way. So amazing. It used to take really long time to do this kind of stuff in other programs. You can change the speed here, and then you can take some screenshot, and that's going to become like an instant image. Pedestrian mode, VR, and these things are okay. But other thing that I would like you to test is click on this part, and then go find characters, and then you can find people. And these animated people are pretty horrible. They look so much like a video game, and I really don't want to see these video game people in your project. It's just a not a beautiful thing. So never use animated humans, okay? And so ones that you should use is posed humans, and there are actually really some cool human figures in this area, and that are actually relatively realistic and pretty cool. So always find people from post-human sections, okay? Or cutout can be cool. Cutout you could find some nice people from cutout. So these are nice, but be super picky about your scale figures. Other things that you can do is like put cars. Drag and drop a car into the scene, and and then, for example, changing the ground material to something like nature and grass. Not very realistic, but yeah, that's okay. So grass, and then this backdrop is super weird. So you can just go ahead into settings, location, background, and then change the picture of the city to mountains or something. That's more natural. And then now, another thing that I would like you to do is to find vegetation and landscapes, trees. Now you can just drag and drop these trees into the scene. So that's really fun. And so there are, this program is really designed for very basic users. So please go ahead and try what this can do for yourself. Okay, so the last part of this is going to be rendering. Okay, so you can click on this part, and then the media, and then you can click on the image, and then you can click on create image. Okay, so that would be the first one. The composition changed a little bit, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, and then and then this refresh part, you can just refresh this one, and now you can just go ahead and go outside and something like that, and I would like this to be the weather to be a little bit more shadier. So quit media mode, and then go into the weather, and then make it slightly cloudy. Kind of, yeah, so that's good. So go into the media and image and create a new image. Okay, so that would be the exterior, and then after that, what you can do is click on output export, and then click on these two images, and just start render, and then you will save this somewhere, and then it will be saved as a video. Okay. I'm going to just spend a few more minutes, with this, and set up this house to be a little bit more cool. But let's conclude this tutorial right here. So please enjoy and use Twinmotion. This is such a versatile program that can quickly produce good result of the renderings, and I hope you will have a lot of fun with it. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next video.